According to World Baton Twirling Federation.org, baton twirling started as early as World War II. Armies would march with their rifles, and then they began twirling their rifles to the beat of the cadence. Soon the rifles were replaced with a metal stick known as a baton. Today I'm going to demonstrate 3 twirls that you can use to create your own baton twirling routine. I participated in my community's baton club for 5 years, and during that time I realized baton twirling was not only just fun, but it had many benefits like increasing hand-eye coordination and stimulating mobility in the arms and legs. During the next few minutes, I'm going to demonstrate the horizontal twirl, the pinwheel, and the figure 8, which are the basics to any baton twirling routine. Before I show you the first twirl, I'm going to demonstrate how to properly hold the baton. You should always hold the baton in the middle of the stick. I have clearly marked the middle of my baton with a piece of red tape so I can clearly see it. You should hold the baton with your thumb, index, and middle fingers with a loose grip, so loose that if someone walks by, they should be able to knock it out of your hands fairly easily. Now that you know how to hold the baton, let's get started with the horizontal twirl. The horizontal twirl, or more commonly known as the pancake twirl, is a twirl we do out to your side. To start this twirl, you're going to hold the baton with the 3 fingers I mentioned before. Your arms should be parallel to the ground as well as the baton. You're going to start by rotating your wrist in the counterclockwise direction, so the tip farthest from you is coming towards you. This tip should pass over your arm, and the second tip that was closest towards you in the beginning will be coming at you and will pass underneath your arm. Continue this motion, but speed up the rotations of your wrist. This twirl should be flat against your arm, hence the pancake twirl. Now that you're a master at the pancake, let's move on to the pinwheel. The pinwheel is identical to the pancake except that it's down at your side. Again, we're going to start by holding it in the middle. Continue the counterclockwise rotation of the wrist. This twirl is tricky because most beginners want to bend their arm so it doesn't hit them. It took me many lessons to perfect this twirl because I always wanted to bend my elbow. One tip when doing this twirl, wear short sleeves or tight sleeves so that when the tips come underneath your armpits, it doesn't catch. Now that you have a general understanding of the pinwheel, let's move on to the figure 8. The figure 8 will be the most complicated twirl I will teach you today. First, I'm going to show you the twirl, and then I will break it down into steps. It looks pretty complicated, but once you know an easy exercise, it will come quickly to you. This exercise is called dip and paint. You're going to start by holding the baton in the 3 fingers. You're going to take one end of the tip and dip it into a paint can on the floor. Do a backward stroke towards you and paint it on the wall. With that same tip, dip it into another paint can, backward stroke toward you, and paint it on the wall. Continue this motion of dipping and painting until you get the hang of it and start rotating up the rotations of your wrist. Once you think you've got it in front of you, bring your arm out to the side where the twirl is supposed to be and continue that motion of dipping and painting. This twirl will take many days to perfect, but don't get discouraged because once you have it, you'll be a successful baton twirler. With any of these twirls I demonstrated today, you can do them in your right hand or your left hand. By having this option, you can now create your own baton routine using the pancake, the pinwheel, and the figure 8. Now I'm going to show you a little routine that I came up with these 3 twirls. Once you have the basics down to baton twirling, you can actually have another baton and do it with both hands. Now that you're a master at baton twirling, go out and dazzle people with your new skill.